Hey, it's a Scotch Test Dummies with a low, kind of low, almost low, what is it?
Ultra low carb diet.
And Tomatin 12 year.
Tomatin 12, baby, and malty goodness. Test it.
Let's test it.
All right, ultra low carb, baby. I've lost 20 pounds without working out, and this is no infomercial, okay? And I'm not kidding. What say you run 5 miles and vomit diet, Bruno?
Let's just say I've always advocated eating healthy and exercise.
Yes.
Me and Bart have known each other for many years, many moons, as some would say.
Moons, multiple moons.
We worked together for several years in the same office, talked every day, ate lunch every day, blah, blah, blah. He comes in eating bags of chips. He's eating barbecue ribs.
I love chips.
Pizza. And I'm like, you can't eat that stuff, dude.
Under my current diet, I'm encouraged to eat ribs.
So, fact is, when we shot the Compass Box, the General, we both had kind of gotten promotions. We'd both gotten moves with our company.
Those ribs. You pig's fly ribs.
That wasn't the General. That was Peat Monster.
Oh, sorry, that was Peat Monster.
But anyway, so when we shot the General, we had to part ways in our company, and we went to different sections. Bart starts working with a new guy, stranger.
He's not a stranger. I know him.
And all of a sudden, Bart's on his diet plan, and I'm like, dude, I've been talking diet and health and eating right for years.
All right.
You mock me.
Sidebar, this guy, back in the day, I was trying out for this like ultra hardcore team fitness thing that I was doing. And I had stalled out at 9 pull-ups, weighing in at 225. 9 pull-ups is pretty good. I'm talking clean, slow, strict pull-ups. I went to this guy, he gave me like 5 minutes worth of tips. I took those tips, tried them, bam, 18. I ended up getting 18 when I went in and got tested, clean pull-ups. All right. So when he says, hey, read this book, Carb Night. Carb Night. I read it. Here's the gist. The guy is a physicist that was a competitive bodybuilder. I read his book. It was a little complex. It was, imagine an Atkins and a paleo, but different, with a free night where you get to eat all your carbs kind of that you want. And don't do any hard cardio. Well, I can do that. And all of a sudden the pounds started falling off. I had to get used to eating a lot of cheeses, a lot of fats and proteins, and it worked like nobody's business. My wife was a little worried. She's like, should you be eating bacon and sausage and eggs every morning? I don't know if I should be, but that's what this says, and it tastes good. Next thing you know, the pounds are falling off, and she's like, wow. All right? Wow.
All I got to say is that's how much he respects me.
Has it worked?
It worked.
Yeah, you were like, dude, you really are losing weight.
If you would just go to a healthy diet and exercise, you'd have the same results.
That means eating raw spinach and running 8 miles.
So
no.
The fact that you openly mocked my diet for years.
I don't mock it.
Yeah, you did. And then you go and somebody new comes in, all of a sudden it's the greatest diet plan ever.
When you got a quadruple hernia, I mocked you. Okay, I mocked you on that. Because I was thinking,
you eat dirt.
You're a dirt eater, and you lift crazy. You like flip tractor tires, and then you have to go get surgery. I don't want to do that. And I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, eating chips.
Carbs are kind of bad for you. But, all right, Tomatin 12. Tomatin 12 is your entry-level tomato.
We're still friends.
We're best friends. Best friends. All right, that's the deal. You got to accept your buddy for everything they are.
You've seen reviews. We've done a review of the Tomatin 14 year, which is aged in port casks.
We've gone real crazy. 14, 15, 18.
Well, we haven't shot the 15 yet.
Oh.
We've done the 18 year, which is aged in sherry casks.
I thought we shot the 15.
We started with the 12, but we've never shot the video for it. So here it is. Tomatin's baseline entry, at least in our area anyway, that you can find. And it's in the $30 price range. And for the $30 price range, it's an excellent Scotch.
Yes.
Now, when we first tasted this, I did tell Bart too. I said, I've always wondered what maltiness is.
No longer. This is malt.
When you read reviews and you hear somebody refer to a malty taste
or grass or hay,
or grassiness, get you Tomatin 12, and right off the bat, boom, malt.
Yeah, the nose isn't quite as malty to me as the taste.
Well, yeah. But still, even on the nose, when you smell it, it is strong enough. You know the malt now.
There is a malt in
and it's
there.
almost like Cheerios.
I never would have put it as Cheerios.
Yeah. To me, when I smell it.
There's the maltiness, but the flavor, the taste on this is going to be, if you don't know what malt taste is, this will educate you. Hay, grass, wet hay.
And 43%. Most of the tomatins are 43, 46%. In our area, we find the 12 and the 15 pretty regularly. I've never seen the 14 here. That was actually shipped in from one of our Twitter followers, Sam Spears.
Thank you, Sam.
You betcha.
You are the man, Sam.
Once in a while, we see the 18 year here.
Love the 18. He buys them before I can get them.
But that's it. I mean, they're and it's in the $60 price range. The tomatins come in well for a
very, very economical.
Yeah, budget wise, taste wise, flavor profile wise, get you a Tomatin.
The 12 year, I don't need to add any water to it. To me, at the 43% ABV, this is where it is. I like them a little stronger than this. You're going to get a sweetness and a maltiness. And the maltiness is a little bit like, it is to me a little bit like a wet hay. A freshly cut hay. My uncle was a farmer in Iowa, and when we would visit his children, he'd be like, hey, I got some hay bales out in the field. I need you guys to throw them on a truck for me. Okay, doesn't sound like vacation, but whatever the farmer needs, the farmer gets. And this is the taste I get. It reminds me of that. I remember he had a barn and he had a rope swing in there, and you could swing from one. It's probably extremely dangerous. I'm sure you wouldn't want to do this, but you'd swing from one hay barrel across the barn to the other hay bale. I loved it. How about that for a story, Bruno? That's right up your alley. What do you say? What say you, sir?
The taste, neat. Malt. And I've had in my notes that it's smooth. It's almost not calling for any water at all. However, most of your Scotch aficionados, they're going to tell you add even a drop of water just to open it up. I still advocate that.
Smidgen, maybe.
So now with water, it's pretty much the same. There's that strong malt flavor. There's wood. Now, I do note that this has been finished in sherry cask, but I don't get any sherry notes in it at all. I don't know if you do.
I might get a hint. I might get a slight hint. But at the 12 year, up front, bold and big is the malty flavor.
Yes. Very smooth. And like I say, if you want to know what malt is, get the Tomatin 12 year and give it a go. Yeah,
I'm not kidding. We sat down and I actually had tasted this right before Bruno did. And I said, wow, it's like a maltiness. I can get that malted grain or that hay. And he goes, I can never pick that out. I go, you will get that with this.
Yeah.
And as soon as he tasted it, he went, I got you. Now I know what it is.
Yep.
So, and you kind of get a maltiness throughout the Tomatin line. But for $30, this is unbelievable. I've been trying to get Bruno to shoot a 30 or a 5 under 35. You'll probably see this in my list. That's all I'm saying. What did say you again, Bruno?
Scotch it.
Scotch gods.
Scotch gods.